Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I have taken a little bit of a break. I have just been having to try and juggle everything from home, my full-time job, makeup, my child, everything. And it is a shit show most of the time. So I bought some new stuff from Morphe Brushes. They are definitely one of my go-to brands. I love them. They're affordable. Their pigments are usually, and I mean usually, like, I mean 99% of the time, amazing. It's just for like that average consumer. Why not use affordable makeup if I can and I know it's good? Sometimes you don't have to spend, the 10s, 50s, amount of money to get this like outstanding product. Now, one thing I will say, out of all the setting powders that I've ever tried and I've ever used, the Laura Mercier setting powder, honey, don't skimp out. Just get the big one. It's like 32, maybe more, but I think it's worth it. But as far as Morphe goes, the two things I'm gonna be using from them is a new highlighter palette that ended up being amazing, as you can see, and also their Neutral Territory eyeshadow palette. So if you like this video, like it, and if you want to see more, subscribe. Stay tuned to see my review. Enjoy. Okay, let's get started. I have a whole new setup, so this is gonna be interesting as far as me grabbing things and knowing where I put them. The first thing we're gonna do is prime. And because I was out in the sun all day yesterday, my forehead is pretty burned and so is my nose. I would definitely wanna hydrate my face. And then I'm going to use my spray primer by NYX. It's like kind of my go-to. I'm like running out of hairstyles to do, considering I need my hair done really bad. Now that we have primed and hydrated, I'm going to prime my lids. Now I'm gonna put concealer over my eyes. We're gonna do a little bit of setting powder with the same brush. I'm gonna use my go-to Laura Mercier. You don't need a lot, just so your eyeshadow doesn't crease. So I got this new palette from Morphe. It's called Neutral Territory. I love that this actually comes with a mirror. And I'm loving these colors. I'm loving this one in particular. It's gold, but it's a little peach. It has like a little peach undertone to it. I feel like I'm really gonna enjoy this palette. So we're going to use just this one. So the first color we're gonna start with is called Open Mind, and it's this one right here. So you can get real close. I don't always have a steady hand, so I don't always use a contact mirror while I'm holding it, but whoa. It definitely compares a little bit to Soft Brown by MAC, which is another one that I love, and I especially love to use it as that top color because it is a great blending color. It looks a little dark on camera, but it's actually not at all. I'm loving the pigment so far. And the next color we're gonna use is Packed. So I'm only going to put a little bit of this kind of in my crease. On the other side. So there's a color called Halfway, very light. And I'm just gonna use that to blend. I don't see much of a difference. Maybe if I use a different brush. There we go. I do see a bit of a difference with the smoothness and transition of blending these colors together that I've already done. I definitely want to swatch. Oh my God, they are so creamy, these glitters. They are giving me life. Oh my. Can we talk about this for a minute? We need to talk about these creamy pigments real quick. They're amazing. Huh. Yeah. Can we like just admire the gloss and the shine, like that sheen, just beauty. Okay, so now that I just literally was like, holy shit with these, I need to put them on my face right now. Let's do our concealer. And honestly, swatching the glitter colors that are in this palette, like I'm not even gonna need concealer like that on my lids before putting it on, because unless I'm doing a cut crease, you really don't need it. I use the concealer sometimes as a guideline on where I want to put the eyeshadow. Okay, so I concealed my lids. Now I'm gonna put on some of this amazing, creamy, pigmented shadows from this palette. I'm gonna go with the first one that I've been like eyeing, and that's that gold peach undertone. Oh my God, I love it. Oh yes. So I do like it. I don't hate it. I don't know. I might add a little more of this color above it in the inner corners, because I didn't put like too much, in my opinion. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot better now. Let's add some black to the outside. I'm just gonna blend it a little bit. And now I need to do the same to the other side. Not hating this at all. This palette is actually really nice. And I like this palette because it gives you an opportunity to use neutral colors and add that pop of, you know, pigmented colors. Okay, let's work our way to our brows and our face and get all of that situated. I'm gonna put some translucent powder over my face, and I'm gonna use Youngblood High Definition Hydrating Mineral Perfecting Powder. And just kind of put that all over before I put my concealer and foundation on. I am gonna use my go-to, which is usually NYX. It's affordable, it's pretty good quality makeup in my opinion. You can get it at any drugstore, Target, CVS, I'm pretty sure has it now, and their Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. Now that I put my foundation on, I'm gonna throw some concealer in the highlighting areas of my contour. The concealer I'm using is actually from NYX as well, in the shade Nude Beige. I really burned the tip of my nose, so I need to make sure that I get some highlighting love. We need to obviously blend it. Now I'm gonna work on my bronzer, and I'm gonna use my Mocha stick from the Fenty Beauty Matchstick combo. And blend. Let's work on brows. And now that we did our brows, we can conceal them and line them. So I'm just gonna blend some of that. Now we can set using the Laura Mercier setting powder and our beauty blender. I am running low. I do like putting setting powder on the inner corners of my brows. Just helps lighten them up. So you have that nice transition from it being dark to light, light to dark. And now we'll do some bronzer powder. So I'm gonna use this middle shade from a Smashbox mini contour palette. Gonna kind of pat and wipe some of this setting powder. And we're gonna contour our nose with powder. And I like to take an angled brush, looks like this. And I'm gonna take that same bronzer color out of that contour palette by Smashbox with my angled brush. I only like to contour my nose lightly with powder most of the time, even if I use a cream contour base, just because you don't want your nose like washed out. You want to make sure it's there and defined. And then just take a fluffy brush and kind of pat it in so it's there but not there. So I also got a brand new highlighter palette by Morphe, and it is the Starblazer. And oh, these colors I had to try. I had to try. Just look. Oh my God. I love highlighter. I feel like I could have nothing else in my makeup bag and I'd be good if I just had a whole bunch of highlighter. I love to drip in it. I love to bathe in it. I really want to try this Blaze, but I feel like I'm not as tan as I like usually am, and I feel like with putting that peach, it'll clash too much. I know it could possibly bring out my lip color because they are kind of the same undertone, that peach bronze color, but I don't want to overpower it. I want my eyes to kind of stick out with that color. This one has somewhat of a pink undertone. It's called Spark. So we'll keep it in the family, but light. Yeah. I like this. I like this one. Love it. Glowing. Definitely keeping it more subtle than I usually do when it comes to highlighter. Just a little bit over there. If I should do eyeliner, and I don't think I'm going to. I am, however, going to go back to my Neutral Territory palette. I think I'm gonna take the dark brown color, which is Packed. I'm gonna put that as my under eye color. And now I'm gonna take my brush that I used for the black, and I'm gonna add a little bit more. I love it. So now that most of our makeup is done, I can apply mascara and my lips, but first we set. So I actually had to switch to my phone camera. My actual camera battery is dead. So we're gonna finish this look on my iPhone. So I'm actually not gonna do strip lashes with this look. I'm just going to put on my mascara. So for my lips, I'm gonna line with MAC Stone Lip Pencil. And for my lip color, I just got it. They're matte, and it's in the shade Tempt. Temptation. I actually really like this. I really like this color. Okay. I'm actually really loving this look.